Hi everybody, I am Vitas Lazar, business coach, and now the time, right? We are almost ending of the financial year, and so we are in November right now, and there are a lot of projects are getting launched. Real estate project. It's a very happy thing for the salespeople because they can increase their revenue, right? They can get more incentives. They can sell more. A salesperson always gets the kick when he sell something really good and when he something sell more, right? But how effectively we can approach a launch? Many of the people are fail. They're not preparing themselves for any new project launches, so they go as it is, and eventually the others do the sale and they need to clap for them. So I thought of I'll share you a few points how effectively you can approach a launch and make your real estate project launches will be very successful. So this is my personal tips. It may be right or wrong, but I feel this is what I do when I project ready for launch. This is what I do a preparation myself, right? So I identify around 10 points. That is majorly I look forward when we approach a project launch. The first point is that you need to have a beautiful goal setting, right? The goal setting, right? The word is very familiar for everyone, especially the people who are there in sales. So the goal setting is nothing but from this launch, what is the number of unit I need to sell myself? That kind of a goal setting you all should have before, well in advance of the launch you should have, right? That is the goal setting is very, very important. The second thing is that your product, you should know your product very well. Many of the time the project launch happens and after 2-3 months later only the salesperson able to be expert in that project. That is not fair. Before the launch itself, before you're talking to any of the client, you should be able to have a beautiful product knowledge in and out of the project. You should be able to understand. Then only when you talk to the client also take you seriously, and they also, because especially in the pre-launch or any launch, the clients also expect good information from each salesperson. So the more you prepare about the project and well you know about the product well, it can sell more for you. You can achieve your goal very easily. Now the third point is that the pricing also is equally important, because especially a new product is launched, the pricing strategy may not be the same as the existing project currently going, right? The PLC charges may be different or the rate per square feet may be different. So this entire things may be different. So you should put that effort to understand the pricing really well. Then you can explain the price breakup properly to each and every client of yours, right? The fourth point which I can say that the pitching is very important. You need to have a beautiful pitch, create a pitch, right? It's every sale is a storytelling. So you need to create a beautiful pitch, right? Why someone should buy this property, even though there are hundreds of projects, hundreds of competitions are available. Why someone should buy really this particular project? That kind of a project has to, the pitching has to be design, and it should be delivered in the proper way. So that pitch makes a lot of difference. The fifth point I can say that the snapshot of the project. What do you mean by snapshot? Now a client is okay. You got the client and you are trying to discuss with them. Suddenly you will say that okay, please share me the details. So you should have a clear idea that what detail I need to share him in this stage of the project and what detail I should not share with them, right? All the information if you start sharing with them, definitely that excitement for that person or his eagerness will get killed, right? Always the curiosity kills. The moment this curiosity kills, then he may be out of your hook. So the snapshot is very important. What need to be shared and what need not to be shared has to be very important, right? The sixth point is that identify your potential buyer. I always see, until unless I do my 5 step thoroughly, right? Then only I look at for finding my potential buyers. There are some people I see what they do. They first find the potential buyer and they start interacting with them there, but the first 5 steps they don't have anything because they don't know the product well, they don't know the pricing well, they don't have any snapshot, they don't have any pitching. So, and they don't have any goal, right? Everybody pitching, I'm also pitching, or everybody going behind the launch, I also going behind the launch. It should not be like that, right? So identifying your potential buyers, always keep as a 6 step to make your project launch very, very effectively. Once you identify the potential buyer, what can be done? Or along with identifying your potential buyer, you need to increase your visibility. That is very, very important, because whatever possible medium, today social media plays a very major role, right? Whatever possible way you increase your visibility, maybe Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube or whatever it is, right? Your visibility should increase, and everybody start increasing the visibility. I'm sure there will be a potential buyers will be attractive. So rather than you are chasing the client, you start attracting the clients, and you will be getting much better conversion rate. So that is, I will keep it as a 7th point. The 8th point is concluding the deal. Most of the people, what happen, right? They will do all the work, concluding will not do. Especially in a pre-launch, we will get a very limited time to interact with the client, because we always do a follow-up with many. In a normal scenario, we will do the follow-up with maybe one-to-one follow-up, maybe we are doing it. But in launch time, we have a very limited time, and we generally do the follow-up to many people at a time. So concluding deal is very enough. If you don't conclude, what happens? Your competition will be your own colleague or your counterpart. They will go and conclude the deal, right? That will be very sad for you. You will do all the groundwork, you will be creating the interest in the client, you will be maybe convincing about the property, but you are not concluding the deal. I see a lot of sales people are failing in the 8th step, which is concluding the deal. So equally important, when you are approaching a launch, you need to start concluding the deal in a very short span of time, which you will be getting a very good result in your any kind of a launch. The 9th point, I will keep it as an evaluate your goal, right? After all the things, how close your goal, because the first one was the goal setting, right? How close you are at your goal at this point of time, or each day, are you far away from your goals, or are you close to your goals? You need to keep checking that as well. So evaluation also is equally important. Otherwise, without any evaluation, we are keep doing a lot of work, and eventually the result will be absolutely nothing. So you need to keep finding out, you keep changing your strategy, what works well for you, keep adding those into this, and keep evaluating your goals and keep pushing about the numbers, right? The last one, the 10th point, which I can say that, suppose now you've done this everything, it's not necessary every client will be buy in that particular time, right? It is like that. So there are the chances, there are some client may not buy it in a pre-launch, they will ask you some more time. So you need to do a good follow-up with these people. When you do this follow-up, you can increase your sales volume, and definitely you will have a beautiful successful launch, and you will be able to achieve your target, or you can earn better incentives if you have a good incentives. So these are the 10 steps which I personally follow when we approach any launch comes, and I hope this video will be help you guys. If you really implement this in a orderly, in a particular order, I'm sure that you will be getting a better result, and going forward, none of your launch going to be flop or failure, right? Thank you so much, and I wish you guys have a successful launch here. Thank you so much.